Krishna Krishna Govinda Nardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Krishna Krishna Madhava Madhusudana, Madhusudana, Madhusudana. Krishna Krishna Giridhari Govardhana, Krishna Krishna Govinda Janardana Muramardana. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Krishna Krishna He Radhanga Chandana, Radhanga Chandana. Krishna Krishna Prakata Vrindavana, Prakata Vrindavana. Krishna Krishna Gopi Jana Jivana, Gopi Jana Jivana. Krishna Krishna He Rukmini Ramana, Krishna Krishna He Rukmini Nardana. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Krishna Krishna Radhananda Vardhana, Krishna Krishna Trinavartha Mardana, Trinavartha. Krishna Krishna Gopi Manaranjana, Gopi Manaranjana. Krishna Krishna Kamsadi Dushta Bhanjana, Krishna Krishna Kamsadi Dushta Bhanjana. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Krishna Krishna He Dwaraki Natha, Dwaraki. Krishna Krishna He Pandhari Natha. Krishna Krishna Pavana Jagannatha, Krishna Pavana Jagannatha. Krishna Krishna Keshavadasa Sannuta, Krishna Krishna Keshavadasa Sannuta. Krishna Krishna Govinda Nardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Govinda Mukunda Muramardana, Mukunda Muramardana. Madhava Madhusudana, Madhava Giridhari Govardhana, Giridhari Govardhana, Giridhari Govardhana. Krishna Krishna Govinda Nardana, Krishna Govinda Nardana. Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana, Krishna Krishna Mukunda Muramardana. Gopala Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Here we begin chapter 2nd of Bhagavad Gita, the song Celestial, where Sanjaya expresses all that which is happening in the battlefield of Kurukshetra to his boss Dhritarashtra, the blind king. Tam tatha kripaya vishtam ashrupurna kulekshanam vishidantamidam vakyam uvacha madhusudana. Sanjaya said, Sri Krishna then addressed the following words to Arjuna, who was overwhelmed with pity, whose eyes were filled with tears and agitated, and who was full of sorrow. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kutastva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupastidam Anarya Chushtamasvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, how has this infatuation overtaken you at this odd hour? It is shunned by noble souls. Neither will it bring heaven nor fame to you. Klaibhyamasmagama partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya dautpalyam yaktotishta parantapa. Yield not to unmanliness, Arjuna. Ill does it behold. Ill does it become. Ill alone and no good at all. Shaking off this paltry faint-heartedness. Therefore, arise, O scorcher of your enemies. Arjuna vacha katham bhishmamaham sankhye द्रोणं च मधुसूदन ईशुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हा वरिसूदन. Arjuna said, Krishna, how shall I fight Bhishma and Drona with arrows on the battlefield? They are both objects of reverence, O destroyer of foes. Guru nahatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaikshamapiha loke hatvartha kamamstu guru nihaiva bhunjiya bhogan rudhira pradigdhan. It is better to live on alms in this world without slaying these noble elders, because even after killing them, we shall enjoy only blood-stained pleasures in the form of wealth and sense enjoyments. Nachaitad vidmaha kataranno gariyo yadva jayema yadivano jayeyuh yaneva hatvana jijibishama se avastitaha pramukhe dhartarashtraha. We do not know which is preferable for us, to fight or not to fight. Nor do we know whether we shall win or whether they will conquer us. The sons of Dhritarashtra, by killing whom we do not even wish to live, and they are arrayed against us. Karpanya doshopahata svabhavaha prachami tvam dharma sammudhachetaha yachreyah syannischhitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. With my very being tainted by the vice of faint-heartedness and my mind puzzled with regard to duty, I am asking you, tell me that which is decidedly good. Krishna, I am your disciple. Pray, instruct me, who have sought refuge in you. Nahi prapashyami mamanupadyad Nahi prapashyami mamapanutyad Yachoka muchoshanamindriyanam avapya bhumavasapatnamruddham rajyam suranam apichadhipatyam. For even on obtaining undisputed sovereignty and an affluent kingdom on this earth and lordship over the gods, Krishna, I do not see any means that can drive away the grief which is drying up my senses. Sanjaya uvacha eva muktva hrishikesham gudakesha parantapa nayotsa iti govindam uktva tushnim babhuvaha. Sanjaya said, O king, having thus spoken to Sri Krishna, Arjuna again said to him, "My Lord, I will not fight." Saying thus, he became silent. Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha prahasanniva bharata senayor bhayor madhye vishidantamidam vachaha. Then, O Dhritarashtra, Sri Krishna, as if smiling, addressed the following words to sorrowing Arjuna in the midst of the two armies. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Vashochanan Vashochastvam Ashochanan Vashochastvam Prajnavadamsya Bhashase Gatasusya Nam Shochanti Panditaha. Sri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, you grieve over those who should not be grieved for, and yet speak like the learned. Wise men do not sorrow over the dead or the living. Natvevaham Jatu nasam natvam neme janadhipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. In fact, there was never a time when I was not, or when you or these kings were not. Nor is it a fact that hereafter we shall all cease to be. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhirastatra namushyati. Just as boyhood, youth and old age are attributed to the soul through this body, even so it attains another body. The wise man does not get deluded about this. The same teaching of Sri Krishna Bhagavan is sung in the Kirtans, which also conveys the same divine message. Avinashi yah atma sanatana atma sanatana deha ke sang marana nahi paay. Deha ke sang marana nahi paave Arjuna ko ranbhumi visheha nirmal brahma jnana samjave Arjuna ko ranbhumi. Tu kiska hai gaun tumhara, tu kiska hai ये कही आवत ये कही जावे अर्जुन को रणभूमि विषय हरि निर्मल ब्रह्मचार समझावे अर्जुन को रणभूमि. घट घट भीतर व्यापक हूँ मैं, घट घट भीतर व्यापक हूँ मैं, भेद भावना जो मन लावे घट घट भीतर व्यापक. Pradabhu. Matra sparshastu kaunteya Shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha Agamapayino anitya Stam titikshasva bharata. O son of Kunti, the contacts between the senses and their objects, which give rise to the feelings of heat and cold, pleasure and pain, these are transitory and fleeting. Therefore, Arjuna, ignore them. Yam hina vyatayante te purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram somrutatvaya kalpade. Arjuna, the wise man to whom pain and pleasure are alike and who is not tormented by these contacts, he alone becomes eligible for immortality. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubhayorapi drashtuntas tanayos tattvadarshivih. The unreal has no existence, and the reality never ceases to be. One who sees both with this perception, he alone is called a sage of truth. Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyavayasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati antavanta ime deha nitya sukta sharirinaha anashino aprameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Arjuna, know that to be imperishable by which all this is pervaded. For none can bring about the destruction of this indestructible substance. Whereas all these bodies pertain to the imperishable, indefinable and eternal soul, these bodies are spoken of as perishable. Worry not. Stand up and discharge your duty. Fight the battle of life. Yayenam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tauna vijanitu nayam hanti na hantyate na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyah ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. The soul is never born nor dies, nor does it exit at any time on coming into being. For the soul is unborn, eternal, everlasting and primeval. Even though the body is slain, the soul is not. Veda vinashinam nityam yeyenam ajam avyayam katham sa purusha partha kam ghadayati hantikam. Arjuna, how will the man who knows this soul to be imperishable, eternal and free from birth and decay, cause anyone to be killed or kill anyone? Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnan anyani sayati navani dehi. As a man discarding worn out clothes takes others Likewise, the embodied soul, casting off worn out bodies, enters into others which are new. A great saint, Purandaradasa, mentions here there is no peace or happiness in the sphere of the body. ಜನನ ಮರಣ ಮಲದ ಕೂಪದೊಳೀತು ಅನುಭವಿಸುವುದು ಇದೇನು ಸುಖ ಅನುವಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಹೃದಯದ ಶೌಚದ ಸ್ತನಗಳ ನುಂಗುವುದೇನು ಸುಖ ಮನುಜ ಶರೀರವಿದೇನು ಸುಖ ನೆನೆದರೆ ಪರಿವಿಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪವ ಗಳಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಪರಿವಿಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪವ ನರಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬೀಳುವುದೇನು ಸುಖ ನರಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬೀಳುವುದೇನು ಸುಖ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಮನದಿ ಸ್ಮರಿಸಿ ಧರ್ಮದುಳ್ಳಡೆದರೆ ಆಗ ಸುಖ ಮನುಜ ಶರೀರವಿದೇನು ಸುಖ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪಂಡರಿನಾಥ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಹರಿ ಜೈ ಜೈ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಹರಿ ಜೈ ಜೈ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಜೈ ಜೈ ವಿಠಲ ಜಯ ಹರಿ ವಿಠಲ ಜೈ ಗುರು ವಿಠಲ पंढरीनाथ भगवान की जय. Thus bodies are perishable. Sinless life through meditation and devotion brings peace everlasting. Now Lord Shri Krishna discusses the immortality of the spirit. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavaka na chainam kledayantyaapo na shoshayati marutaha. Weapons cannot cut the Atman, nor can fire burn it. Water cannot drench it, nor can wind make it dry. Achedyo ayam adahyo ayam अक्लेद्यो अशोष्य एव च नित्यः सर्वगतः स्थाणुर् अचलोऽयं सनातनः. For this soul is incapable of being cut. It is proof against fire, impervious to water and undriable as well. This soul is eternal, omnipresent, immovable, constant and everlasting. Avyakto ayam, achintyo ayam, avikaryo yamuchyate, tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitu marhasi. This soul is unmanifest. It is unthinkable. And it is spoken of as immutable. Therefore, knowing thus, Arjuna, you should not grieve. Atachainam nityajatam nityam va manyase vratam tathapi tvam mahabaho naivam shochitumarhasi yatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma vratasya cha तस्माद परिहार्यर्थे natvam shochitu marhasi. And Arjuna, even if you regard the soul as constantly taking birth and constantly dying, you should not grieve like this, because Whenever the soul dies with any desire for rebirth, in such a case the death of him who is born is certain, and the rebirth of him who is dead is inevitable. It does not therefore behove you to grieve over an inevitable event. Now in this context, Shankaracharya speaks about this round of rebirth or the doctrine of reincarnation. Punarapi janaram, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jadhare jayanam. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jadhare jayanam. Samsare kalu dustare, samsare kalu dustare, kripaya pare pai murare. Bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudamati. Bhaja govindam, samprapte sannihite marane nahi nahi rakshati tukram karane. Bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivam. Bhaja govindam. Govindam. Avyaktaadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata. Avyaktani dhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Arjuna, all beings were unmanifest before they were born and will become unmanifest again when they are dead. They are manifest only in the intermediate stage. What occasion then for lamentation? Ascharyavat paschati kaschidena, ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyaha, ascharyavat yachayena manyaha shranoti. Ascharyavatchena manya shranoti, shrutva penam vedana chaiva kaschid. Hardly anyone perceives this soul as marvelous. Scarce another likewise speaks thereof as marvelous, and scarce another hears of it as marvelous. While there are some who know it, still there are many who know it not, even on hearing about it. Dehe nityam avadhyoyam, dehe sarvasya bharata, tasmat sarvani bhutani natvam shochitum arhasi. Arjuna, the soul residing in the bodies of all can never be slain. Therefore, it does not behove you to grieve for anything. After the discussion on the immortality of soul, Krishna Bhagavan discusses now the necessity of performing one's swadharma or duty. Swadharmamapi chavikshya navikampitum arhasi धर्माद्धि युद्धाश्रेयोन् अन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते यदृक्षया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतम् सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम् अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं संग्रामं न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम् संभावितस्य च कीर्तिर्मरणादतिरिच्यते भयाद्रणादुपरतं मंस्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः येषां च त्वं बहु मतो भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम् Arjuna, considering your own duty, you should not waver, for there is nothing more welcome for a man of the warrior class than a righteous war. Hey Partha, it is only the lucky among the Kshatriyas who get such an unsolicited opportunity for war, which is an open door to heaven. Now, if you will not wage such a righteous war, then abandoning your duty and losing your reputation, you will incur sin. Nay, people will pour undying infamy on you. And infamy brought on a man enjoying popular esteem is worse than death. And the great car warriors who held you in high esteem will now make light of you, thinking that you have desisted from battle out of fear. अवाच्य वादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं तु किम् हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम् जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्माद् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय तस्माद् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि. And your enemies, disparaging your might, will speak many unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than this? Arjuna, either slain in battle you will attain heaven, or gaining victory you will enjoy sovereignty of the earth. Therefore, arise, awake, Arjuna, determined to fight. Treating alike pleasure and pain, gain and loss, victory and defeat. Get ready for the fight. Fighting thus, you are discharging your duty, therefore you will not incur any sin. Yesha te bhita sankhye buddhi yoge tvamam sharanam बुद्ध्या युक्तो यथा पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरुनन्दन बहुशाखाह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्ति विपश्चितः वेदवादरता पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मनः स्वर्गपरा जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां क्रियाविशेषबहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति. Arjuna, this attitude of mind has been presented to you from the point of the view of Jnana Yoga. Now here the same is presented from the point of view of Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless action. Equipped with this attitude of mind, you will be able to shake off completely the shackles of karma. In this path of disinterested action, there is no loss of effort, nor is there fear of contrary result. Even a little practice of this dharma, this discipline, protects one from great fear of birth and death. Arjuna, in this blessed path, the intellect is determinate and one-pointed, whereas the intellect of the undecided, ignorant men and women, moved by desires, is scattered in many directions and endlessly diverse. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanti vipaschitaha vedavadarata partha nanyadastiti vadinaha कामात्मनः स्वर्गपरा जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां क्रियाविशेषबहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तथा परतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. Arjuna, those who are obsessed by desire and devoted to the letter of the Vedas, who are not understanding the spirit of the wisdom, who look upon heaven as the supreme goal, the first heaven, the paradise, and argue that there is nothing beyond that, they are unwise. They utter flowery speech recommending many acts of various kinds for the attainment of pleasure and prosperity with rebirth as their fruit. Those whose minds are carried away by such words and who are deeply attached to pleasure and worldly prosperity cannot attain the determinate intellect concentrated on God. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nityasattvasto Niryoga Kshematmavan. Arjuna, the Vedas does deal with three gunas. One has to go beyond the three gunas and meditate on the eternal existence. Such a one, forthwith, attains complete control of mind. Yavanartha udapane sarvatah samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata. What use is there for a man who has attained that enlightenment of any other fruit of this world? Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturvhu ma te sangostva karmani. You have got your right to do your duty, but not to the fruits thereof. Yogastah kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Arjuna, perform your duties, dwelling in yoga, relinquishing attachment. Equanimity is yoga. Durenam yavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharana manvichya kripanaha phalahetavaha. Action is far inferior to this yoga in the form of equanimity. Do you seek refuge in this evenness of mind, Arjuna? Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yoga karmasu kavshalam. Endowed with equanimity, one sheds in this life both good and evil. Therefore, exert yourself for this yoga of equanimity. Skill in action lies in yoga. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्य अनामयम्. For wise men endowed with equanimity, renouncing the fruit of actions and freed from the shackles of birth, they attain the blissful supreme state. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasa shrutasya cha. When your mind will cross the mire of delusion, you will then grow indifferent to what had been heard and what is yet to be heard about this world and the next. Shruti vipratipanna te yada stasyasi nischala samadha vachala buddhi tada yogam avapsyasi. When your mind, confused by hearing conflicting statements, will remain steadfast in samadhi, you will attain union with God. Thus the Lord declared in the second chapter the glory of attaining till working in the world outside. Those most interesting last 18 stanzas of the second chapter will be narrated next. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gopal Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai.